So Miami just picked up a big-time transfer defensive back that never officially entered the transfer portal. What's going on, Canes fans? That's right, defensive back Xavier Lucas is officially free and has transferred to the Miami Hurricanes. And you also heard that right. He did it without ever entering the transfer portal. A lot of you have probably already been following this story, but I'll catch you up just a little bit in case you haven't been. Lucas had signed a 2-year revenue share agreement not too long ago. So when he decided that he wanted to enter the portal and leave Wisconsin, they said no. They refused to submit the paperwork to allow him to enter. This sparked a lot of outrage and has been making headlines for quite some time. Just about everybody across the country was talking about this story. Now, the revenue share agreement that he had signed with Wisconsin gave them the right to use and market his name, image, and likeness, NIL. It also prohibits the player's rights to be used by any other school while permitting him to sign outside marketing agreements. And apparently, with the way that this thing was set up, breaking this agreement could allow Wisconsin to take action against Lucas and possibly even Miami in some sort of way. It doesn't mean that they are going to pursue that in any way, but just stating that that is something they could possibly do. Now, we know that the NCAA has stated that the rules do not prevent a student athlete from unenrolling from an institution, enrolling at a new one, and then competing immediately. This is, however, a little bit different because there was that revenue share contract that he wanted out of, and it seems that Wisconsin wasn't and possibly still isn't willing to budge on it. Either way, Lucas is officially at Miami, and they're trying to set it up so he can go ahead and enroll in spring classes instead of having to wait until the fall. He had a fantastic lawyer that had found some sort of loophole. Look, I'm not a legal guy, but they found a way to make it work, and he has officially technically transferred to Miami. So with all of the legal mumbo jumbo out of the way here, because, they're going to continue to fight that fight, and they're going to have to work out all of those little details. But as I said, it doesn't matter. He's at Miami. So as a football player, is Lucas someone that Canes fans should be excited about? Absolutely. This guy is roughly 6'2", 198 pounds, and get this, was graded out as one of the top true freshmen at his position in the 2024 season. Obviously, you can see why Wisconsin probably wanted to retain him. He finished 2024 with 18 tackles, 2 pass deflections, 1 sack, and 1 interception. Now, one thing that I really like about this pickup, and not necessarily the top thing, but something that's very high on my list, is the fact that we're getting a guy that does have some experience, but also has multiple years of eligibility remaining. So this is not a one-and-done guy. And, we know that we just brought in Heatherman, the new defensive coordinator. So, he's going to be able to come in here and hopefully be here in the spring, go ahead and start to adjust and learn this new defense. And he's going to be here at the same time, year one for him, year one for Heatherman here at Miami. And he can kind of grow and progress throughout the years, and we'll have him for many seasons. He's also a South Florida native, which I do know earns him some extra brownie points with the fans as well. So if we jump over and take a look at the official transfer portal team rankings, that now puts Miami at the #1 spot in the ACC. So they're at the top in the conference in transfer portal rankings, and that does include the Lucas pickup. I did double check that has Beck on there, that has Lucas on there. And obviously, Miami has landed multiple big-time defensive backs through the transfer portal, which is a very good sign. We love to see that. And then in the entire country here, that does bump Miami up to #5. So, again, this transfer portal class has felt like a lot of quality pickups. Time will tell. I'm not here to crown anyone this early. No football has even been played yet in 2025, but Miami started out kind of slow, right? There were a lot of people that were concerned about the transfer portal class. But Mario and this staff has put in some work. Thankfully, we've got the defensive coordinator, so they know who the DC is going to be. But then as they go ahead and go through and fill out the rest of the staff, be able to land some more guys in this spring portal window. But what I'm really curious to know is what you guys think about all of this. Do you think that it was unfair for Wisconsin to basically hold Lucas hostage? There is a portion of fans that say, hey, like, this guy had a revenue sharing contract with Wisconsin. He should have, remained loyal to that, and he should have stayed there. That's not my opinion. I'm just stating what I'm seeing online in some places. So I want to know what you guys think about it. Either way, just from a player perspective here, performance-wise, this is a guy that is a huge get for Miami. And I think that, for Wisconsin, this could possibly be a bad look for them moving forward. I mean, could this maybe deter future players from wanting to go to Wisconsin because they see how they treated Lucas when he desperately wanted out of there? I mean, I read that him and his family had direct contact with the head coach, and they were practically begging him, hey, what do we need to do to kind of drop this revenue share contract? He wants to transfer. He wants to go home. He wants to go to Miami. And they said, it's not going to happen. We're not going to work with you. You need to stay here at Wisconsin. So I don't know if maybe that might be kind of a bad look for them. But Miami, of course, had been trying to get him, welcomed him with open arms, and he's a great addition here. And we'll see how it pans out with him in Heatherman's defense. So let me know your thoughts. If you don't have any opinions on that, that you got to go down there and welcome Xavier Lucas to the family. I mean, I'm just closing my eyes here. Like I said, I don't want to get ahead of myself, but I'm thinking like OJ, Lucas, Brantley, O'Connor, who was the other one? Poyser. Some of I'm probably butchering these, but some of these transfer portal pickups, plus some guys that should take a leap in 2025. And some others. I know I'm leaving some other guys out, obviously. Some guys that may be injured a little bit in 2024, might see more playing time in 2025. But stacking up, that defensive back room, and I'm excited. I'm excited, man. So let's chop it up. Remember, though, guys, we're all one big happy college football family, but at the end of the day, I got to say, it's always better when you get to rep the U. Coach Coop, peace out. I'll see y'all in the next one.